Live.
What's going on, world? Hope all is well. Much love. It's your man, Cool Hunter. I got Buku and E. 222 Productions, man. My
Yes, sir.
guys.
What's up, gang? Yes, sir. What's
How y'all
up,
feeling,
bro?
man?
Appreciate you having us, bro.
Appreciate you having us, bro. I'm glad y'all sitting down with me, man. Glad y'all sitting down with me, man. You know, y'all had some interviews, but y'all said y'all never really did like a good flowing pod. So this is gonna be a good one, right?
It's a banger, man.
Yeah. So
Exclusive.
I got y'all just gave me another thing to think about with the switching. But I ain't gonna start there though. Because y'all got a hell of a story to tell, you know what I'm saying? And
It's crazy.
I don't want to just kind of go typically from the beginning to the end, right? I'm gonna just kind of see where y'all minds at. I ain't sat down and rap to y'all in the brick. So my man Zell said something about everybody wanting to be in the camera, right? So y'all been in visual production, just production for about 15 years, right?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Okay.
15.
So he said everybody want to be in front of the camera. What does that mean from y'all perspective based on what y'all seen working with the different types of artists that y'all work with? You know what I'm saying? And is it a good or bad thing?
It's sometimes good, sometimes bad, bro. Honestly, I think sometimes it has to do with ego. These days, you know, everybody want to be like, you know, Batman. So they feel like if they holding the camera and filming for somebody else, you know, and you in public, the people around gonna look at the person you filming for as the, you know, the big dogs. They're gonna look at you as the cameraman. So some people have that ego to where they don't want to look at like in that position of you know, they just don't, yeah, they just don't want to look like the second man sometimes. And sometimes it's hard to get videographers, bro, to follow you and be your cameraman if they already have their own business running.
Look at you like competition.
So, yeah, it's competition at this point, you know. And even if you got more motion in it doesn't matter. You know, they look at you as competition. So them holding the camera for you, it's like
I never thought about that.
You know, they looking like
it makes sense though.
They cameraman. I'm a cameraman. I need so now they gonna look at it as like, baby, I need a cameraman for me. So why am I filming for them? You know, so
it's a bag involved.
Yeah.
So if it's a serious bag involved,
money matters.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It moves shit.
Yeah.
As far as like my perspective, like everyone wants to be in the camera. Like it's just too many like chiefs and not enough Indians. Right. So a lot of people don't understand that you gotta help people get to a certain like point and platform,
right,
and not think about yourself all the time. Because like I can help you boom your podcast and not hate on you and your shit flow yourself all the time. It's like both groups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants to be like that head honcho. You know,
Does it?
Captain.
I understand.
Ain't enough said. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people not humble. You know,
Yeah.
so.
I got you.
And time is money, honestly. So, you know, sometimes when everybody got a lot of stuff going on these days, you know, everybody like entrepreneurs these days got their little side businesses. So sometimes people just don't have the time. So sometimes the money not even an issue because like we'll be willing to pay, you know, what you worth, but it's their time that they're not qualified for, you know, like sometimes they got a 9 to 5, sometimes they got children, things like that. So that get in the way as well. So sometimes it's not even always money, bro. Sometimes it's just time and people got their own lives that they got to live, bro. And they got to meet the ends of their rent. So they like, man, shit ain't got time. Like, look, you know.
No, but you saying something though. So it's like no different than like, I'm thinking of like hip hop, you know, from a hip hop standpoint, like rap, production, even writing songs.
Yeah.
It seems like there's always an issue with collaboration with people in the same lane. You know what I'm saying? You see it like some people might not want to podcast with somebody because
you might blow.
You know what I'm saying? Or
go further than me.
Whatever they may think. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? But it's a
lot of people grew up with like not really, you know, like a lot of love. Like we grew up like we not them people, we not them bros just like hate on the next man. Even if you film, you know, we feel like we look at it as like, sure, we can link up and partner. That's why Atlanta always winning because they got artists out there that collab with people. You know, the DMV, no hate on the DMV. You know, this is where I'm from. I love my city, but it's hard to collab with people out here because it's so much like competition out here, as in I want to be the Batman, you know. But Atlanta, they kind of like just know how to link up with your brother and just like, you know,
Right.
you doing this, I'm doing the same thing. How about we collab and build something big?
Right.
But when one person see the next person getting a little bit too much shine, or he taking a
So
little
they
bit of his
know.
followers and shit like that, it's like, okay, now they like, all right, I'm gonna be on my own now because he getting rich off me or he getting famous off me, you know. And it's just like y'all getting publicity off each other. It's a teamwork effort,
Y'all,
you know.
y'all basically break down the game plan.
So
for what
sometimes the ego get involved and they think they're better than the next person. It's like, okay, I'm putting in more work than this guy, so I feel like I can be on my own, and because I'm just helping him out, but he not really helping me out. It's just all like it be wishy-washy, bro. That's how people think. Yeah. As long as we've been doing this game, we know that's how people think because we not on the outside looking at it. We actually experienced it, you know, firsthand. So yeah, bro, it's just I think that's like the issue and the big problem of why we can't find consistent locked in cameramen to pretty much just, you know,
Bill
rock with us. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You was about to say something?
I was just gonna piggyback on Edie. I mean, just like to tap on like that cat and mouse type of game. We went to New York, right, about 2 weeks ago, right? And everybody in New York, bro, is like, it's like, so now the grind is everybody got iPads on their chest, right? Everybody got iPads on their chest.
What's that shit called? The Zip Pro or something?
Bro, I don't even know.
Like a big ass iPad, and they strap
I don't
up,
know what
right?
they do.
Take like good cameras, and they take photos of you walking through Times Square.
Yeah.
And you'll walk past them, and they'll show you like, look, the
Yeah.
photos like that.
Yeah. As soon as they take the picture, it pop up on the iPad.
Yeah. Bro,
So the person that's taking the picture, they can see it on their chest, like, oh, I like that.
That's me.
It's crazy.
Nah, that's me.
New York,
They get
ain't
money out there.
nobody hating on each other. They all doing the same shit.
Uh-huh.
Everybody doing the same shit. It's like 50 of them, but ain't nobody saying like, oh, you copying off of me, or you copying off of me. They all in the same little bunch, just flick. But
yeah,
that's why like Atlanta, New York, Houston, those type of, you know what I'm saying? They all thrive because bro, Maryland is the state. So the crestation of Maryland is what? Crab. You already tell you, there's crab and bird off the break. You know, so it's like that mentality off the break.
Unfortunately for us, that is.
That's
even though it's everywhere, but you're right though. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look at it even more being from it.
We fly a lot, so when we in different airports, and if we land in, you know, ATL airport, you know, it's like it's networking. As soon as you get off the plane in the airport, it's like, yo, I do this or that. You go to the bar, get a drink or something. You talking to some Caucasian people, just vibing out, just networking, get your card out. Even LA, boom, boom, boom. As soon as you get off the plane, boom. Hey, I'm an editor, man. You know, if you're looking for editors, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. You know, but like here, it's like you get a DCA, they like
it don't matter what it is.
Yeah, regular, like you know. So it's just different cities different cities got different like networking and business like levels of, and go ahead.
So it's bad, bro, because no one has actually boomed, bro. Like if you got the Wale, I mean, he still doing his thing. On the back end, Light Show, Fat Trail, Glizzy. At one point, they were semi-mainstream, bro. So if you think about it, ain't nobody really like out there, you know.
I think Nucci doing it now, like second generation Oi boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, shout out to Nucci.
We got No Savage.
No Savage. And then again, he got his demographic.
Yeah.
Like,
it's bigger. The DMV hip hop scene is bigger.
He got out and turned up for sure.
It is bigger. I feel like it's bigger.
And musical singers, it's singers. Some other rappers like a Logic is from the DMV.
Yeah.
IDK.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people.
But we got a lot of talented people in the DMV. I just feel like if they work together and just
because they splurging out though.
Like
Corday.
Another one.
Bro from, you know what I'm saying, here. So
Corday.
I feel like, so,
I know. Okay, I got you.
So
he got that the dude that got the lisp. He be spitting though. He like that though. He from Waldorf.
I know he
lived in Waldorf, but
I can't remember where he was from. I know he spent time in some areas.
I know he from the DMV area.
He might be from like local.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Could be, but
He cool though.
Yeah.
He legit.
But to conclude that one, bro, Crabs in a Barrel, I feel like if everybody had the mindset of everybody else out of state, the DMV would flourish more instead of everybody trying to be the head honcho all the time. You know?
Yeah, man. Hit two up, man.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even be in our DM. Like,
Trust
come
me,
on.
we gonna push this jump this summer. But one thing is wild to me. It's kind of like you broke down what I'm doing. Like I'm not really doing nothing that other people can't do other than being myself. So if that's the competition, then it is what it is. The winner gonna win, the loser gonna lose. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm doing the best version of what I can do.
Right.
So you said it though. What I'm doing that's different in podcasts is I'm just linking with different creatives.
Right.
I don't care if you're a stripper, a podcaster, visual production, rappers, content. So if I sit down with you, or y'all, I should say, and I try to have a conversation with y'all about what y'all do, is showing people what I do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
A lot of people scared though, bro, because they think like, what is this person gonna think about me for starting this? Because it's new for you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had that mindset of like, man, I ain't gonna start a podcast because people might think that I'm copying off of everybody. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So not to cut you off, but so let's use that to transition into, one part of y'all, 222.
For sure.
So at one point, y'all was probably there, right? At a point when y'all first started, y'all was first about to do what you about to do.
Yeah.
For sure.
What gave y'all the confidence to be like, nah, this what we gonna do? We about to get into the visual arts game. What gave y'all the motivation, especially together? Because it really don't matter if y'all brothers or not. Like I said, y'all got a unique brother story, so we're gonna talk about that. But two people working on something, or two or more people, makes it that much more challenging. You got to be on the same mindset, focus, vision.
Yeah.
All right, how did y'all make that decision? Like, fuck it, we can get into this game and do something.
You can start with just school, bro. Just take them all the way back to school.
All right, so
let's go all the way back.
All right, so this is how I started. Honestly,
all the way back.
when we graduated, bro, we graduated from high school, right? And I was into film a lot in the movies, and a good friend of mine was too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he actually was the guy that my man Keith, shout out to him. Good man, right hand man, right now to this day. I just talked to him before I did this interview, but he's the one that actually called me. Was like, bro, we always talked about movies.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, bro, man, we should go to school for film. I'm like, shoot, all right. So I relayed the message to bro. I'm like, shoot, bro, you should go to school for film. And D was like, yeah, we with it. Cause we always was into like content creators, but we wasn't content creating. You know what I'm saying? So like if we like had the cameras on us, it'd have been content creating, because we always did content creating stuff like in real life.
That's the essence.
But it just wasn't a camera to capture it. You know, so
that's what life is, content creation.
There you go. So and also it was real big on me to get out my folks' house, just jump off the porch, figure out life on our own. Because we got good parents and they're kind of like, you know, pacifiers if we let them, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, look,
that's some real shit to say. Keep going.
Yeah. So at that point, you know, I never been that spoil you guy. It's like, okay, pacify me. I always been like, I want to figure it out myself, and that's how I've always been since I've been born. I always wanted to do everything on my own. On my own. So anyway, man, we get to school. Like, all right, we go to college. I think I came in a quarter before D. I came in a quarter before D.
A year before me.
A year before D. Yeah, there you go.
It was a private school, so
yeah, I went in a year before him, so I pretty much tested the waters for bro.
Okay,
and I was like, if I liked it, hey, come on, but hey, rock with me. If I don't, I'm quitting myself, right? So bro pretty much motivated me to go. So when I first got into college, it was Art Institute of Washington.
Shout out to the Art Institute of Washington, man.
Yep, shout out to them because they we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that later. But yeah, shout out to them for sure. They show love. But anyway, when I first got there, bro, my roommate was my man, Keith.
Mm-hmm.
And we roommates, you know, we cutting up, we figuring out college. We like, because it's like this. And it was a community. It was not a community. It was an art school. So it wasn't no university, bro.
Right. It's a bunch of creative. I was like, so tell people. All right. So some people might not know this, right? The Art Institute of Washington, from my perspective, I'm gonna have y'all break it down a little more.
Yeah.
You could take up like cooking,
culinary
arts. So explain to people what trades you can take up.
Okay. So our school is pretty much our Institute of Washington. You could take up multiple trades, but it's hands-on. But you still got to do the academic classes as well. But it's more hands-on than. I wouldn't say it's more hands-on than the university. It's smaller than the university, so
it's just an art school.
It's more engaging.
So it's more artsy.
Yeah.
Right. So like graphic design, clay.
Right. Right. No sports team, basketball team, soccer team.
But that
none of that. It's
just
just straight art school.
Yeah.
2D design, photography, videography, culinary arts. What else they had? Audio.
Okay.
Audio production. What else they had? Graphic design for like After Effects and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So all types of art stuff, bro. So we went there and mind you, bro, this school is like in VA. So we walking in there looking like this, like it was just a different energy in there when we went in there. It was a different energy, bro. And we actually went in there, did our thing, did what we had to do, but it got a little rocky for us.
We fucked up in it.
Yeah,
like our
bad.
Years.
Yeah, our first, once we got comfortable in there, we got too comfortable.
Yeah.
And we started, the girls.
Now how high shit.
We literally we was the men in it. We was like Method Man and Red Man in that jump, bro.
Art Institute.
Yeah.
The Art Institute,
What?
They would contract luxury apartments out and like.
We had dorm rooms.
This makes sense.
Boston Commons.
Yeah, we had dorm rooms.
Because I remember when I first met y'all. Y'all had the sweet ass joint out in the VA.
Yeah, exactly. Had hot chocolate in the lobby. You hear me? Talking about good man. Hey, get the hot chocolate before you come up.
I didn't know at the time because I remember I'm like, man, these niggas getting it. I know the rest busting heads around.
Yeah, bro, it was.
That's how
It was. But around that time, our folks invested in this. So they wanted us to be comfortable, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of comfortable, we get back to our Institute of Washington. I told you we was like Red Man and Method Man, and then we coming from, we from the hood, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We from Southeast, but we also like coming from running too. So we got like the ghetto side in this, and we got the professional side in this too. The aura side too. So it evened it out. So
that's good.
We in the school, bro. And, we messing around, bro, just going to parties, not doing, doing the classwork like we supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
We get on academic probation. Both of us get on
Sound about right.
We all, matter of fact, all three of us get on academic probation. Me, bro, and my man. We cutting up.
Yeah.
Literally, we like pretty much the top dogs in there that's getting all the ladies. Because all the other guys in there, they out color, but they playing Street Fighter. They artsy. They artsy. And we over there like
they got bands.
We over there like where they at? Yeah.
Right.
We like
I'm visualizing the experience, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of talented people that came out of the Art Institute
for sure
of Washington. You know what I'm saying?
We know
but their vibe, like you said, I'm gathering the vibe of it. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Keep going.
So once we cut up a little bit, bro. We had, like D said, they gave us luxury apartments. We didn't have dorm rooms. They gave us luxury. So it was 2-bedroom apartments. 1 bedroom was over here, 1 bedroom was over here. So you got 2 people in this room, 2 people in this room. So roommate style. But it was 2 bedrooms, 2 big bedrooms.
It's like a 2-bedroom apartment.
Right. So we got twin beds in one room.
Actually, apartments like 4.
But they
active people.
Yeah, like residents.
Right.
It's residents living with us.
Some people,
It's
In the
resident,
apartment?
not in the apartment, just in the
Right,
building.
Right.
Right.
So some people might not understand the politics of shit in DC. We getting into the deeper politics of shit.
Yeah.
Send y'all kids to a school where they're gonna pay to put them in an apartment.
There you go.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna get to that too. I'm about to get to that. I'm telling you, it got rough. So
Bro, we got a crazy life.
we look at it as like, bro, we grown. Me and D, we trying to have a good fun. We doing our work, but we want to have a good time too. See, they don't want us to have a good time. When I say they, I mean the RAs. So they had permission to do certain things that we didn't, like we wasn't comfortable with, bro. Like coming in our house, like coming in randomly, knocking on our door 12 o'clock at night, just making sure, because we had to have company out by like what?
12.
Outside company that didn't go to the school by like 12 o'clock. So if we had visitors, they had to be out our apartment.
Y'all see where this going,
and this
right?
is the RA rules. So we not residents.
Right.
We under the school, so we like, okay. So we grown, we got a little bottle or something. We can't have no bottles in there. You can't smoke in there. And you can't have people over there past 12 o'clock. So them rules right there was tough.
There's some women in there.
Them rules was tough for us. Them 3 rules was like, jeez.
We're doing everything that we're not supposed to.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything that we're not supposed to do, we're doing.
Yeah. So the first 2 years, bro, we like, we in here for film, but we actually in here to cut up. So it was. It was, bro. And it was fun. We had a good time.
That sounds like a school I would love to go to, especially like developing creativity and really something you passionate about versus just like a job.
Man, we had all the phones.
Or getting just like a regular degree. It's not like regular college.
Imagine 2 guys from Waldo. Well, not from there, but we stayed out there at the time, coming out with Virginia, getting introduced to a whole different demographic of people.
Yeah.
Like Asians.
Had to adapt.
Like Arabic people, all because they coming from all over the world. So we just locked.
Yeah, the Art Institute of DC is not something local, people. Just in case y'all didn't catch that.
It's not local. They say art.
It's not even the Art Institute of DC, bro. It's the Art Institute. It's in Roslyn, Virginia.
Yeah.
So we out VA,
So we out Virginia. So that's something completely different from what we were accustomed to. I had a car.
Yeah.
Some of the students didn't even have cars.
Yeah.
We had a car, so I'm like, we moving around in the city and all that. Like we had, bro, we cutting up our VA, so like a whole new stomping ground. I'm talking about Pentagon City, bro.
I'm hip to Pentagon. We was going there.
Yeah.
That's that very out with the little tunnels down there.
Yeah.
We all through here.
Crystal City like that.
Crystal City, Buchanan.
Facts.
Crystal City like
they
that.
had us all over VA, bro.
All over.
Like right there by Pentagon City, walking
Everything
distance.
on Route 1. Shout out to Route 1.
Shout out to Route 1.
When the phone pauses, like popping, man. We in school. Look, every time a phone come out, we pop up the yellow ones, the pink ones. The girls like, oh my god, hey, what the world? So it was fun, bro. Yeah, it was fun. And the school, so when we got in there, bro, it gets interesting. This how it switched up on us, right? So it was either like it was a gift and a curse, bro. What we did. So what we did was we under the Art Institute rules, because we actually have RAs to come check our rooms and stuff. So one night, bro, they came in our room, and it's not the first night. It's just the night we was fed up with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just get to the night we were fed up. They came in there multiple times, taking pictures, trying to get us kicked out and stuff like that, taking it to the dean, showing them like, look what I found, look at the pictures. So this was just like the time we was fed up, because our grades was good. We was getting good grades at this time, but we was under them. So we like, man, we can't do this no more, D. We like, bro, we stay under their jurisdiction, like we stay under they, we gonna get kicked out. And we invested too much money to even get in here. So we like, we called Ma Dukes. Superwoman. That's what we call her, Superwoman.
Shout out to Ma.
Shout out to Ma Dukes.
Shout out to
Superwoman. Number one supporter, Pop Dukes. Shout out to y'all, man. We called Ma Dukes, Pop Dukes, like, man. And Ma Dukes, she ain't like what we did, but she knew what we did. As far as like smoking a little marijuana and stuff like that.
As a good mother,
she ain't like it, but
do.
she knew what we did. So she like, look, ain't nobody about to mess with my boys. What they trying to do? So mind you, we called folks like, we got in trouble. you know, they trying to kick us out. They came in our apartment being nosy 12 o'clock because they just watching our apartment because they know we like having company and stuff like that. Man, they came in and we in the bathroom, we were just chilling. So we trying to like be respectful for the apartment. We in the bathroom, got the joint under the door. You know how I go, the shower on, everything. But we in the bathroom and we got a couple ladies in there too vibing with us. Man, the RA come in there, bro. The RA coming in, knocking the door, pop, 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 pop. So we like, who is that? Man, mind you, we all just zoned out, just having a good little time, vibing out. And it was around what time? Around the time, what's the test called? TSCs, what it's called? Finals, bro. Just the big test at the end of the quarter when you take that big test. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it was around that time. So we stressed out. We like, man, we need to, you know, we vibing out. We worked hard this quarter. We ready for this big, man. Yeah, so we decompressing for this big test that's coming up. Man, they coming to jump, talk. So we like, who's that? They come in.
And it's foggy in there.
It's foggy in there, bro. So she opened the bathroom door. She's just like, like I told you, we met the man and red man in that joke. You know what I'm saying? So they like, go. She like, oh my gosh. Take some pictures, bro. Write our name down. Write a note, everything. We'll send it to the dean. Boom. That was our last straw because we like, man, look, the privacy crazy. Like, we don't get no privacy in here. We grown at this point. We think this college, like y'all.
And we done spent.
And they was picking with us. It's not because we just wanted to. What we did, we didn't do this because we were just being cocky. We did this because they was literally just picking with us, bro. You know, they was just like, oh, let's go to their apartment. Yeah. You know, and they let everybody else do what they want to do.
No, they say
so we like, okay, yeah. So we like, okay, we got something for them. Yeah,
I'm just saying,
we had it was just the image.
And we had some,
right. It might be the look. It might be the look. It's not just necessarily what you're doing.
It was the image.
You know what I'm saying? With the bras, with that, like.
It was the image. And the dean had her close eye on us. The dean. We'll get to that too. She didn't even believe that we was gonna graduate. But look, we get tired of the RA, bro. We like, okay, we gotta figure something out because we do want to make it to the end and get something out of what we just, you know, what we invested in. We don't want to just come in here and just be some fools. So let's tighten up, you know. So we're like, okay, the only way we're gonna tighten up is the grade is good, but we keep getting in trouble with the RAs because we keep cutting up. So okay, let's do this.
I'm gonna prove y'all point.
We gonna prove our point. So we said, bro, we said, folks, we want to get our own apartment. But we want to be in the same building. So now, so we had to boss it up, long story short. So we like, now we residents, bro. Now we residents, and they can't come to our door.
They can't.
So they could come to all the other people's door. This in the building, they can't come to our door because we actually paying rent now. Yep. So we still go to the school, but it costs a bag. What it was like 24? It was like 22 a month. Like, crazy. Like 20, but it was worth it, honestly, because it kept us in there. But this week got rocky, bro. You want to finish the rest of it? Because I don't want to feel like I'm taking over the whole podcast. But
no, you good.
Basically, bro, what happened next? We got our own apartment, and that's when we was like, "Oh yeah, it's game time." You know, we hype. But when we got our own apartment, that's when the grades started going down because that's when we was free. We throwing parties. You know, we got the folks coming over. They 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, smoking, doing this, doing that. You know, having a good time. School, we gotta be at school 8 o'clock. We gotta take the train late. We over there late for class, everything, bro. So we got on academic probation. Grades dropped. We got on academic probation. I'm trying to speed the story up. Got on academic probation, and they was trying to kick us out. So we had to appeal. Me and bro, we got on academic. We had to appeal. Go all the way back to when I got in the year before him. When he got in, my bro understood. My man Keith understood that we was just locked in so hard that he switched his room, and we became roommates. Okay. So that's before we got kicked out, though.
Okay. So that's how y'all started to build there.
Yeah, that's how we started to build there. So I forgot that part. When he came in, we was roommates, but bro would always come over to our room and turn up with us. You know what I'm saying? So that was when we was actually in the dorm. So when we got our own apartment, it was just me and him still. but just no other people
so
over here.
So in the midst of this part, right? So to tie everything in together, where was y'all at with y'all focus on y'all connection to build what we know now as 222 Productions? Like, I know y'all going to school, y'all partying, having
Into
a
our
good time.
career.
Where was y'all at with the hustle in this
So it
beginning
started to
stage?
brew, right?
Mhm.
So it started to brew right around.
It started
I
to
wanna
brew
say-
when we had to get off academic probation, bro.
So
We had to lock in.
So look, right. So a little bit past that, right? A little bit past that, right? So after we got off of that and we actually got back into the school, right? We sat down and had a convo. Like, look, bro, it's expensive though. It's like 60 grand a piece though. You know what I'm saying? Like pair plus loans, all types of shit. So Mon Lucian them got loans, we got loans, all types of shit. And we can talk about your life. Wiping them out, you know what I'm saying? But we locked in.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, shout out to Joe Biden, man. Hey, but look, so we locked in around like 2013 ish, 2014, bro. We sat down and we had a conversation like, all right, bro, we had to end the school. He had got out of school, I think, right? He graduated around like 2013, and I got out like a couple months after him, right? So after that, we like just started. What are we going to do with these degrees that we got? So before we even got out of school, though, bro, the hustler mentality in us, we was filming like little parties, events, and stuff like that while we were in school. We just had one little baby ass camera and we had a laptop and we would just edit as we go. You know what I'm saying? So we would like go and try to like get little gigs here, gigs there, weddings, birthday parties, events, commercials, So we would honestly just film anything that came across our desk. We were like, all right, fuck it, let's do this.
Right.
So over time, it started to grow, right? So then we clicked into like, all right, we understood the business, right, of film production. But it was just something pulling us in, bro. And that was the T22 energy, right? So we like, bro, what's the name? If we started a business, right? Like far as film production, what would it be? And I'm busting our brain. We just this films, that films. We actually had 3 names before we came up with 222 Productions. If you see, we had like 222 Films. Something.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember like seeing
it
the
was
promo.
222 Films at first.
222 Films and all that, right?
Yeah.
So we finally came down to like, bro, we born on the same day, 3 years apart, 222 XYZ. We came up with 222 Productions, right? So that was probably like 2014, right? So then we officially 222 Production, right? So we like, all right, this sounds kind of cool, right? So like the hustler and aura mentality that we have, we like, all right, so we're not born on the same day, but 3 years apart, 222. Let's spin off, right? Let's spin off from filming or tad bit, and let's go to more of like a public figure, right? So now we in the limelight. We look like rappers now. Feel me? So we like, all right, we went to school, got degrees, XYZ, we started the business. So now we understand that it's about image. Right? So it's about an image. 222 is marketable. And you can market it, on the same day, 3 years apart.
Because that's a hell of a fucking. That's a get like that. That's something that y'all gotta elaborate on. We're gonna talk about it at some point.
And we can talk about that too. So far as the business, because I'm gonna like speed it up because I talk to like a motherfucker. Bro, like 2014, we just started like, man, let's start 222 Productions. It sped up. It was all over the fucking DMV area.
That's when we graduated. When we graduated, we was like, let's start a company.
Hard,
so we actually graduated and got our degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
shout out to that, man.
Yeah. I told you when we got on. We got our degrees. We got our degrees. We got our degrees for video production and digital filmmaking.
All right.
So like we didn't just pick up a camera and start rolling. We actually went through school and learned the basics. But the basics was just for school. We actually had to learn and teach ourselves outside of that as well. So going to school is kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's a trap, but you get out. I guess you get out what you put into it.
That's life.
Sure.
That's anything.
That's
Yeah.
life.
You know what I'm saying? That's
So
anything.
yeah, when we graduated, we was like, man, we're gonna make it 222. Let's do 222.
All right, so let's bring it up to speed a little bit, like with where y'all at now. I know y'all got something coming. We ain't gonna talk about that though, but let's bring it up to where y'all at now. Y'all really are kind of capturing content, like I just said not too long ago, every way other than like an actual film, like a full-length film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like weddings, social media content, music videos, documentaries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Everything that you can probably name except jumping out of a plane, bungee jumping, filming because they got GoPros.
That's what I was thinking about earlier. GoPro when you said the iPad.
A lot of people
They
don't
built that
know.
concept
A
off
lot of
that.
people don't know. We actually filmed a baby delivery.
Come on, man. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, we had a
hours.
baby delivery. Derek Grace
24
too, man. We filmed his with his baby delivery. Yep.
So,
Shout out to Grace, man.
That's pretty crazy. That was
Shout out
one
to
of our like
Grace,
craziest experience. Something I never forget, but it was crazy. Yeah. So I think that's kind of like a a flex. Where, like a lot of people, you film with baby delivery, like you done done everything in the
I'm
game.
talking about home birth, bro.
Yeah, home birth.
That's what I was thinking. Oh,
Yeah, it's
man,
home
that's
birth.
even more beautiful.
Mhm.
No,
Jeez.
right. So
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
We actually helped put all the water in the pool and all that in the little bubble pool.
God damn it.
It was crazy.
They should have
Yeah,
paid y'all.
Remember babies on
Yeah,
camera.
it was
too?
crazy.
For real?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience.
Filming the whole entire time.
Yeah, it was a crazy experience.
So cause
Damn.
I'm a scatterbrain, bro. I jump all over the place, right? So
Mm-hmm.
just to get back to just like school, got out of school, film, bro, and we started off going crazy. So we just film, and then we started to build a brand, bro.
Okay.
222, right? So we started to get merch, we started to get hats, we started to get clothes, and we started to build a brand of just who is 222.
Mhm.
We know y'all film, but like who are y'all? So we started to brand ourselves as we roll, same mom, same dad, we going on the same day. So that story in itself, bro.
Oh, you gotta break that down a little bit
Hold
better.
on. So
Break that. I don't think
hold
people
on.
catching it.
He just said something though. Hey, pause it, Zell.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, before you go to the bathroom, I got a question for the audience. Right now, I want to know, y'all are brothers, right?
Yes.
And y'all are born on the same day.
Just about to say that. I said, hold on, can you break that down?
Hey, we
Yup.
gonna get to that.
Because D saying it too fast. He keeps saying it. I'm just
Yeah,
like, they not
because
really catching it. You gotta be like,
I wasn't trying to
we
go
brothers. We
into
get
it.
the same. Yeah.
in case y'all don't know, I'm in the audience. I'm the tech guy behind the mastermind, Cool Hunter. So sometimes he let me put a mic on so y'all will hear it in the audio. But I just wanted to
Cool,
clarify
cool. I
before
like
y'all
that.
use the bathroom. Y'all are brothers. Y'all are born on the same day,
Yes.
same mother and father,
Yes. But we 3 years apart.
and 3 years apart.
Think about that.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
gonna
was
let
born
we
on
gonna
his third birthday.
oh my God, and I'm gonna.
Talk about it, bro.
And we go and Hunter gonna take over the show. I just wanted to know what that was. Like I was hearing this, and I know people that's gonna be watching it later gonna be trying to hear this and understand this. But that shit is amazing.
I appreciate it, bro.
I got so many questions about that, but that's amazing. We gonna pause.
So that's what I definitely wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why when he was said, I was like, bro, I already said it, but I was gonna actually make that a specific topic and break it down slowly.
That's
but-
rare, man.
yeah, bro, that's pretty much, bro. Same
And-
day, 3 years apart, same mom, same dad.
And we're gonna end it right
Go ahead,
there.
piece of boy.
So which one got to go to the bathroom? What's your name? Derek. No, we ain't going by government. What they call you in the street? D. And what's the brother, bro?
Buku D. You got a couple names.
Mhm.
See, Buku, that's a whole nother topic.
Okay, you know what? Let me stop. Bathroom break. Bathroom
Let the
break.
man use the bathroom, man.
Yeah.
All right, so the bathroom